I'm in my kitchen and I am gonna make, wait, that one's cracked. My plates are cracked too sometimes. Let's just put it down. I am gonna prepare lunch. And what I'm making today is lightly salted rice cakes with tuna and cottage cheese mixed with some hot sauce and pepper and Himalaya pink salt. It's one of my favorite things to have for lunch. I use 2 crackers and I use rice cakes because I have had just a little problems with gluten lately, so trying to stay away from too much gluten. So actually I'm hungry. Okay, what I'm gonna do is just use some cottage cheese. I haven't actually used this opener before, so I'm hoping it's gonna work. Good. No, it's not working. Damn it. Hang on, just a minute. Wait, Clay, I need your help. I need to lift it up.
So you have to put it in. You gotta put it.
Wait, Clay, you need to help me. This is Clay, everyone. I should have tested that thing earlier. It's not working.
Yeah, it's broken.
Guys, oh, can open. It's broken. That's an epic fail. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna improvise and just use cottage cheese. No tuna. No tuna today. Just use some cottage cheese on my crackers. And I like using, this one's low fat, but I actually prefer like the full fat ones because I always feel like they have less preservatives in, so I try and get food in their most natural form. So, this is a little bit boring, but anyway, what I usually do is I mix the cottage cheese with the tuna. That's really funny. With the tuna, because I don't like tuna just like that. And then I mix it with a little bit of hot sauce, but I can still use some hot sauce on my crackers. A little bit. Okay. Some black pepper. Black pepper. Salt. This is just like a healthier version. Salt. I am just mix it up a little. This is like just a quick on-the-go snack. Do you have any questions so far about my rice crackers and tuna that's not working? I've got a huge sweet tooth, for those of you that don't know, and I try and eat fruit so that I don't eat chocolate, and it's going okay so far. So I'm just gonna like add a few strawberries to my lunch. Well, this is more a snack. This isn't like proper lunch, because I'll be starving if I only eat this. But I'm just gonna like make a quick snack, just 3 or 4 strawberries.
What's your favorite healthy food on the go? You don't have time to put everything together.
Right, and I mean rice crackers. If you eat that on the go, they go soggy, and it's just not nice. So I always have some almond sachets of protein shakes that I can just add. Okay, I am gonna come clean up later. Just throw the strawberries away. Okay, let's go to the couch. So yeah, and I'm actually currently prepping for a few really exciting shoots coming up. So I'm trying to be healthy and to eat healthy and get all my exercise in. I haven't been to the gym today yet, but there's still a lot of time. So I'm trying to get to the gym at least 5 times a week, and I try and do like weight training 3 days of the 5, and then cardio 2 days of the 5. And I'm actually not traveling that much at the moment, so it makes it so much easier for me to be in routine and just keep going and keep moving. So yeah, very exciting times. Do you have any questions about food or healthy eating, or you know, why I'm eating what I'm eating? I get a lot of DMs sometimes about what food you should eat, or Amy coming up. I see her reading. So I'm gonna take a bite, okay? Nothing like a good, ripe, sweet strawberry.
Can you talk about why it's important to eat healthy, why you're eating healthy?
So I love food. I'm such a big foodie. I've got an extremely bad sweet tooth, so I love sugar in any form, especially chocolate. So when I'm home and I'm in routine, I really try and be strict with what I eat and try and nourish my body with the right foods and to really just give it the nutrition that it needs. So I also feel like what you put into your body is what shows and what makes your skin glow and beautiful. And I think a lot of people say they've got bad skin and they try and like fix it with products, which is also very helpful, but I think it comes more from what you feed yourself, how much water you drink. So I try and drink 4 to 5 liters of water. Well, it's really a lot, but I try. So I've been getting to 4 liters a day, and that just really helps you to be lean and to like wash out any toxins. I always try and work in some sort of berry, like strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, raspberries. They're high in antioxidants. I forgot to make my green tea, but anyway, I have some green tea, about 2 cups a day. I still can't start my day without a good cup of coffee. So that's also not always the best for you, but oh well. Yes, and then this is just really a good midday snack to have. I usually have a snack, like I have my breakfast. So this morning I had a bowl of, yogurt, some strawberries, some blackberries, some coconut and almond shavings, and then with like nothing extra added, so no honey, no granola, because actually, funny thing, a lot of people think that granola is healthy, but if you look at the packaging, there's a lot of added sugars to it. So unless you buy them like at a health shop, you know, granola that's like homemade, handmade. So just be careful for that. A lot of granola has, or like muesli as some people know it, actually have a lot of added sugars that I only realized about 3-4 years ago. I used to think, this is the most healthy thing ever, you know, breakfast cereal. It actually has a lot of added sugar. So yeah, any other questions?
So avocado toast is a big thing. Everyone loves their avocado toast.
I love avocado toast. Yes. Is that
something that, so you said that you like that?
I love avocado toast with some hot sauce. And some like lemon drizzled. But I'll be very honest with you guys. I've really been struggling with bread. I've been trying to cut any sort of processed food. I've been trying my best to cut it out as much as possible, especially breads. It just makes me bloat like crazy. It looks like I've swallowed a little soccer ball. So my body's just not accommodating it at all. And if I don't eat bread for a long time and I eat bread again, it just like makes it all so much worse, because my body's kind of gotten used to not processing bread. But I found some really good health shops that make like rye bread, or just like really like healthy breads, seeded loaves that I really love, that I use as substitutes. So or even some crackers, you know, is a good substitute for forever. And for breakfast, I like having avo on toast with a little bit of scrambled egg. That's probably one of my favorite breakfasts. So yeah, I mean, it's super healthy. Avo is super healthy. Everything in proportion. It has to be balanced. If you're gonna eat 50 avos a day, it's also probably not the best because it's high in, it's a high fat food, natural fat. But yeah.
What's your favorite South African meal?
Oh, guys, you make me miss home now. My favorite South African meal is a barbecue. We call it a braai. I love red meat. If you know me, you'd know that I would have ribs, a lamb chop, a piece of rump or steak for dinner, and maybe a potato salad on the side. So that would be my whole meal. So I love red meat, and I know it's not always the best for you, but that is like my favorite thing to eat. Yeah.
What's been your favorite meal here in New York?
Here in New York, I won't lie, Nel-peters been great, really, really good. A lot of really good Mexican restaurants that I love. Love tacos, love, what's the chips with the guacamole, what do you call it?
Chips and sauce?
No, I don't.
Pita chips?
No, it's like guacamole and, guys, what do you call it? It's like, it's so, no, what?
Nachos?
Nachos! Yeah. I totally forgot that for a moment. Love nachos. So, and there's some really good Italian restaurants in New York as well that I've gotten to explore. So, it's not proper American food, but I mean, New York is so rich with so many restaurants and food. I actually read some stats the other day. I think you can go to a different restaurant every single night of the year, and it would take you something crazy like 50 years to work through all the restaurants in New York. So yeah, it seemed like I'm never gonna work through all of them.
Then when you're traveling, how do you maintain that healthy diet? In the airport, different countries, all around. How do you keep it going?
It's really difficult because when I travel, I usually want to try like different foods, and it's all part of the culture of the country, and I love exploring. So I kind of usually let go a little bit when I'm traveling, and I'm not as strict with my diet. And then when I'm back home, I know I'm like super strict. But at airports, it's just about being wise. Rather drink sparkling water than a soda. There's a lot of airports have fresh fruits. Choose maybe, I don't know, a salad instead of a sandwich. Just try and be healthy. I always have my protein shakes, my nuts with me. It's difficult when you're traveling because they don't always allow that to go through with you at airports, and you have to buy it like in the duty-free side or that other side. So, and it's usually not always as healthy, but you can always try and make it work. So it does get quite challenging, I won't lie. Any more questions?
Let's see. What time do you go to bed to be fresh for the next day? And how long do shoots take?
It depends what time I get home. I have an evening routine where I always take a shower before I get into bed. I always make sure my face is washed and cleaned and cleansed. I never ever sleep with makeup on. If I haven't had dinner, I'll make sure I eat. I can't sleep on an empty stomach because I wake up every hour. And then I usually catch up on social media, reading, responding to everybody back home with the time difference. South Africa being like 6 hours behind New York. I try and just catch up with everybody back home. And I usually get into bed 10, 11 o'clock at night, just depending on what time I got home. And if I have a really early call time the next day, it all depends. I try and my best to get 6, 7, 8 hours of sleep. It's not always like that easy, but I try. So try and get 7. 7 is a good amount, like a realistic amount of hours of sleep for me.
And then last question.
Mm-hmm.
If you could be one fruit, which would you be and why?
Ooh. There's so many. There's so many. I'm not gonna say strawberries because I'm eating them, but I think like a grapefruit, because you can't really identify. They like, it's kind of an orange, but it's not. They're sweet at first, but they can be bitter, so there's like a few sides to them. They're like kind of mysterious to me, so I think a grapefruit. Bye guys, I'm gonna go eat my snack now. Bye, thanks for tuning in.